Hello boys and girls, this is your captain speaking. Thank you for flying with Childcare.
Hey people, sorry I'm late. I know I said 7:45, but I was in a Zoom call and yeah, the Zoom call was just zooming as we do. Welcome. I thought I'd come on for a little half an hour, impromptu, have a conversation with you all that good stuff. Yeah. Welcome, man. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, come in. Welcome, come in. Anyone here? Yeah, I just thought I'd just catch up with everyone. Have a laugh. Any questions? You know. Yo, SDKM17. Welcome. Welcome. Just a quick impromptu Instagram live. I'm a bit late. Oops, I know. You know, when I really put 7:45 on my chest, I end up putting it like 8:15. Yeah. When people ask you silly questions, like, okay, normally I'll say silly, we chill, innit? We just take time, innit? Remember, on a big Instagram live, people ask you, oh, do you have a DBS? What do you think I'm in these streets really doing? Like, of course you've got a DBS. Bruh, of course. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, I just thought I'd just jump on the Instagram live and see what everyone's doing, catch up, let everyone know what I've been up to, work-wise, business-wise, you know, and all that good stuff. If everyone's enjoying the weather change. Banter. I don't mind cold weather. I'm not fussed about a lot of stuff in life. Hot, cold, I don't really mind in it. I'm not. It's just appropriate wear, like appropriate weather wear and that. Hi, early start childcare. How you doing, man? How was your Wednesday? You enjoying the change of weather? This is just a random impromptu Instagram live. 2 fees in the pod. Hey, just happened randomly. I will get back to you after. I'm in here for half an hour. It's meant to be sooner, but the Zoom call I had went over. It's meant to be like a while back still. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on and just catch up with everyone and yeah, just give everyone some good vibes, send some love, send some thank yous, because I've got some amazing, not even no, let me word it properly. The village, which is you guys, yeah, all 2 of you in here right now, and the rest of you that might come in, might not come in. Yeah, I just thought I'd just come and show you guys some love, because I don't really do the Instagram lives unless I'm being interviewed, and I kind of want to start slowly but surely giving you more of me. In the sense of my live presence on here, in many capacities, so you know. Yeah. Anyone got any questions? Tough crowd. Questions? Nah. Hey. But yeah, as for me, what I've been up to, last few days been off work, chilling. A lot of sleep, a lot of self-care, a lot of just time. Yeah. That's it. I haven't done much. A little bit of work, a little bit of responding to emails and that. But it's taking time, because like one of my biggest practices is, as much as I pour into other people's cups, I pour into families' cups, children's cups, families' cups, friends' cups. I have to, hey Martina, hey Miss M Brown, sis, families in the chat and that, I have to pour into myself even more. Like, I can't give you like any of me if I can't give myself a bit of me, because I come first. So I've been sleeping for the last few days and chilling, replying to WhatsApps, not replying to WhatsApps, and all that good stuff, and just regenerizing, because I've like when you're trying to be great, like we're all trying to aim for greatness, you have to know how to give yourself more of you than you give to others. Like, it's not even a balance. I'm giving myself 60, I'm giving everyone 40, and they gotta like it or lump it. Because love me or let me be. That's the saying. Love me or let me be. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, and just planning forward. I'm slowly planning the workshops for parents and educators around projecting onto children and how to do the work, as in how to kind of unpack the traumas that we don't have to put our traumas onto our children, whether we're teachers or parents. And the same energy and misdemeanor can be used when dating and just in life with adults, because we project, and I think we project onto adults way more, or as much as we project onto our children. So we need to start letting go, man. Like, let your child walk in that wall. Let them sit on the floor. It makes you uncomfortable, and get over it. It's not about you, it's about them. Lessons in love, lessons in love, lessons in love. Lessons in Love and Learning has the best Instagram name ever. If you've never heard the song, Robbie Craig, Artful Dodger, Lessons in Love. It's an old school garage tune. Yeah, they can put the garage ravers in that. But and just like, if I had another Instagram name, it would be Lessons in Love, because see, when the universe is set, Lessons in Love jumped in the chat when I'm just talking about what I'm talking about, and it's Lessons in Love. Yeah, so just lessons in love, in it, because I realise, or I know, and I feel, and I believe, life is just love, and life is one big lesson of unlearning everything you think you know. Because when children come into the picture, everything you think you know is irrelevant. True. So yeah, any questions? Any questions? Hey, Suman, cast me in something, man. Come on, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, Suman. Come on, cast me in something. I've got a lot to give. A lot to give. Hi again. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, is all of that, and that's the plans moving forward. Hey, there's a lot of love in the room now. A lot of love in the room. Black nursing manager, sis. So yeah. Oh, and what I have been up to, went to the Nursery World Awards, where the amazing, I just got reminded because jumped in the chat, the amazing Laura Henry received the Lifetime Achievement Award, finally, for all the great work that one has been putting in since way before I even stepped into this team. Yo! So yeah, we did that on Saturday, little black excellence in the place and that. And yeah, supported our fairy godmother. Yeah, man. So what else has been happening? A lot of fine tuning my practice, because like I learn rather quickly, but then I also reflect on the spot when I'm working with children. So these children teach me more than I teach them. Any person or adult that's really trying to be in tune with children as a parent or educator will let you know their children are teaching them. They're not teaching them nothing. Because really, if you're letting children lead like you should be doing, the children are leading and navigating the universe the way that suits them. Because what are we doing, people? What should we be doing? Meeting people where they are at, not creating false narratives and hoping they fit them and meet them and getting upset when they don't. I know, it happens. It happens. Yo, Rasta Jade, what's happening? Rachel, the Momentum 64. Yeah, so yeah, meeting people where they're at. So you're meeting children where they're at, not where you think they should be at. Because what I've learnt in life, you get the best out of individuals when you let them be, man. Those of you that have friendships with people that have been long lasting, in healthy relationships where you're married or just dating or seeing where it's going, when you meet people where they're at, you get hurt less, you get upset less, it's less stress, and people are happier. Don't be coming over here with no narratives that you think I want to live up to. Me, yo, if you know me, nothing that can't go on. So if I'm living like that in the world out of work, I have to bring that same practice into work. I have to let these children be. Like, I have to let these children navigate how they want to navigate, block up themselves, hurt, drop, fall. Because one thing we do, if you've got a safe place, if the space is safe, no matter how much times you drop and fall, you're going to feel good after, because you're in a place where you're allowed to make mistakes and hurt yourself and get back up. And when you've got a safe space, you're always going to go back to said person with your bump and your bruise and your stresses. Hence why a lot of us on Sundays tend to spend it with family or go to our grandparents, or there's a one day in the week where we go back over to, grandparents, uncle, godfather, friends, cousins. Then we link up with family, because you go back. No matter how much time you've gone and left, you go back. Children need the same energy and the same processes and the same navigation systems. Oh, Nanny Shaw's love's in the room again. Love is landing. A lot of love in here today. I'm cheesing right now, guys. I'm just skinning tea. I'm liking this still. I'm going to do more of this. Should we say every Wednesdays, guys? Ladies and gents. He, she, or they. All the in-between. Should we say every Wednesday we do a little live where I just talk? Because if you know me, I like to talk. I like to chat. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just learning life, learning love. Because life is love, love is life. It's crazy because people often think when I was talking about love, I'm talking about relationships. And people are like, oh, we're talking about women, we're talking about men. I'm like, nope. Way before the romantic side of love comes into it for me, love is about everything other than that. Okay, Zien's house spoke. Cool. Can we get 4 more thumbs up? Then we'll put this in every Wednesday, and we're gonna sass it up and add to it and that. But yeah, when I talk about love, love is everything. Without love, nothing I do is possible. I'm repeating myself because I said this X amount of times, but I'm gonna say it again and again and again and again, because thoughts become things. Words are powerful. Words are very, very powerful. Hey, okay, there's more people in here. Oh my god, I'm gassed. 10 people. Yo, I should have done this some time ago. Hey, Georgia, Bridger, hey, Jen, hey, sis. Love hearing your words of love. Thank you. And it's just like, when you let go in life and you learn life and you just understand it, you realise the world wants more versions of you, not more versions of anything else. Like, the world needs you to be you. The world needs you to let your children be exactly who they need to be in that moment. Not before, not after. And irreflective of that, if we reverse it back and talk about children and parenting and adulting with children, the more you let go and the more you learn to work on your triggers, the easier it is for your children to just be upset, be sad, be happy, be in between and just feel. And then we honour their feelings by letting them just have every emotion. And what I've learned, what I do as a man, as a black man for myself, is every emotion I get, I deal with it individually. Because I realise I deserve that. Then I've also realised children deserve that same approach, where every emotion they have, address it individually. Make them feel heard, make them feel acknowledged, make them feel safe, make them feel loved. Because when you're showing emotions and you're showing emotions in a way where it's because you now feel scared or you're now upset, that's the moment when you need the reassurance. And I believe and feel that us adults need the same energy, the same reassurance, the same attentiveness, the same sensitivity, the same patience, the same love we give our children. it's the same we need as adults, but we don't tend to ask for it. I'm someone that does. And children ask for it in ways that triggers us. We'll never get over it and work on their triggers. Like, really work on their triggers. And it becomes easy when you let go. Because what I've learned, Jane Evans, lovely Jane Evans, guys, Google Jane Evans and give Jane Evans a follow and a phone call and book in some life coaching lessons about letting go of anxiety. Jane Evans taught me, she's always teaching me, she doesn't even realize she's always teaching me, that letting go is easy. You just have to say, you know what, I'm letting go of this. It serves me no more purpose. Literally. It's not, if you've unpacked it, let it go. And sometimes you haven't got to unpack it, you've got to let go. Because we wear it. It's like when you're hot, you've got a jumper on, you take it off, you're fine. It's not complicated. You haven't got to get water and fan yourself down. Just take jumper off, bro. Or sis, it's that simple. And that's what we can do with our triggers and our traumas. Actually, just let them, just take it and just dash it or put it down. And pick up new habits. Because the minute you let it go, you then now feel like you've got less weight on your shoulders. And then you start navigating life on the verge of living and not surviving. So you start dealing with your children a lot more patient, a lot more intuitive is the word. All big words I've been reading. Hey Fab. So yeah, so I will be doing these lives a lot more. Any questions while we're here? Any questions? Please and thanks. How do you do this question stuff on here? Because no questions yet. Cool. Yeah, lessons in love. Like it's like it becomes easy because our perceptions of what's easy and what's hard is all in our head. When the minute you let go and don't look for the result, it becomes easy and you become okay with not getting it right. Because it's not about getting it right, it's about giving it a try. So you're trying to not have certain habits. You're actually won and you're there because you've let go, like you're trying. And I think the fact you're trying is more than enough. So the fact you're trying to parent or you're trying to navigate and help children from a place of less control, you've basically 99.1% of the way. Because that's the biggest step. The next step is the easiest. Because you've let go, so there's nothing to really do apart from just get your groove on with it and, just pattern up, as we say, innit? Yeah, so, and what else is there? Yeah, it's that. And it's just like, for example, when children are climbing frames. Hey, little Miss Early Years. When children are climbing frames. Little Miss Early Years, I'm sure she'll understand and know, we don't stand behind them. But we're there when they fall. Because you as an adult, in early years, I learned this at 19. So there's something in early years you learn from early. When children are climbing, you're going to cause more damage by standing behind them and trying to hold them up. Because children's autonomy and hand-eye coordination and gross motor skills and all that good stuff comes into effect like that when they don't even realise what they're doing. And there's no adults present to hinder it or add to it or make them feel safe or make them feel nervous. Because energy attracts. So the minute you feel nervous or too excited, they're going to throw them off and that's when they slip. And this way, if they slip and they bump themselves, you're there to help them up and make them feel safe, because the safe space is what the safe space is. So try to do less of standing behind them when they're climbing and just be there when they fall. Because in life, you're going to fall. You can't prevent it. But you end up creating more damage than need be. Like, the help's there. The help hasn't got to be in your face, isn't it? Like, I'm here to help. I haven't got to be in your face and say, I'm here to help. I'm there when you're ready to come round and say you need help. If I'm in your face daily, I'm going to make it worse. True? Hey, Miss P. We're just having a little catch up and a little conversation about just what I've been up to, life, business. Hey, the Mannies, welcome. There's more love in the room. Letting go is so hard. I have 5 children between 4 and 16. So many different life changes going on at the moment, but I just let them know they are loved and I'm always here. Yeah, that's it, literally, because that's all that's needed is just that. Like, I know I'm gonna be so open with you lovely 6 individuals right now. All I want is love. Nothing else. That is enough. And I've realised that, and I say that's enough for me, because I look at myself and I see the child in me and I realise, what did the child in me need and what does every child need? Love. That's it. And love in the way that this child perceives love. If they don't perceive it in a way that's healthy, you an adult are to curate a healthy version of that for them to learn and process into what they got to process it into. It's that simple. Let's not complicate this. Like, it's not complicated. It's traumatic, it's emotional, it's challenging, but it's not complicated. Because what happens, we learn love how we learn love, then we interpret it and it becomes that toxic word, and then we put it onto our children, then we don't realise it. But we're allowed to make mistakes. Parenting and adulthood isn't meant to be a walk in the park. But it can be the minute you let go and don't chastise yourself for making said mistake. So you're stressed, you're trying to organise this, organise that. You're forgetting to give your children a bit of time. Cool, it happens. The fact you've checked yourself and you realise that, that's more than good enough, because you know you're going to make amends. And the love is still there. And what happens when the safe space is really, really, really safe, your mistakes matter, but not that much, because the love is always going to overcome it. Am I making sense? You keeping up? Yeah. Yeah, just let them know they're loved always, man. And like, that's with love. Like, if it really is love, if love's really in the building, we know it's there, brother. We got DC in the house. Hey, that's my nanny, my nanny family from the big apple, DC. Yeah, that's fam. He's a male nanny, guys. Follow him, and he's an avid skier. You think I can ski? He's like the only black one on the slopes. That's yeah. So yeah, like, and this is why, if you realise when I say love is everything, love is the start, the beginning and the end, because especially when children are involved, and I don't even think you don't even have to be a parent, but someone that's around children a lot, and that's also become a parent, and you don't even have to be around children. You're going to kind of realise when you've kind of opened up your mind and you become more open to the concept of love, you realise it controls everything, it navigates everything. And that's all you really need to navigate your life with your partner, your children, yourself, is that. Because love lets go. Oh, the White House. Hey. Tell him that I sent you. You're from, sure. Yeah, he's actually... Oh, you're working in the White House? Oh, say no more. Say no more. But where was I? Yeah. Yeah, you kind of realise that, like, just like love is patience, isn't it? Patience is love. And if you're not going to learn it, the children are going to teach you, and it's going to bite you in your backside, whether you like it or not. These children are going to check you in ways that you can't even comprehend, and that checking is your triggers. One more time. I feel like Fat Joe when he's repeating himself. That checking is your triggers, and that's what you got to work on, those triggers. Just work on those triggers. And working on those triggers is letting it go. Like, we need not complicate stuff. We don't have to sit. We sit with our feelings and hold space and cry and be sad, but really just let go, man. Literally, let go. And letting go isn't being dismissive, because I sit and I feel sad for hours, but I let go, and it serves me no more. The purpose has been served. I let it go, and that's just how that's what I do, and helps me navigate with children. And yo fam, ants, big Rans in the house, and that's how I navigate with children and learn from them, because I've let go so much. I'm now in presence with children when I'm working, and they're able to navigate how they want to be navigated. Like, it's the same with adults. Like, start asking your people how they want to be loved. Ask your best friend, your partner, how do you want me to love you? the difference is with children, at a certain age, they can't always tell us. But actually, they might know, because a 1-year-old might have a comprehension of what love is. So ask your 1-year-old, like, how do you want me to love you? I want more cuddles. They might say something to you like, I want more Lego. And then you let them know, love isn't buying you stuff. Love isn't toys. That's a lesson in itself. Oh my God, like, wow, it's deep. Like, that's a lesson in itself, where it's like, you're now teaching them love in a healthy manner, and they're not actually, and they're picking it up like, hey, I love Lego. Mummy and daddy buys you Lego, but love isn't Lego. Fam, I'm good, man. Love and light, fam. I'm good. I hope you're well, man. Got to catch up. That's one reason I took my role as a manager of my nursery, because I truly love the children I care for, and also our team love and care and can be so rewarding. Yeah, love is the answer. But yeah, like, if we start asking our children how they want to be loved, you're gonna probably have a simple answer where they might say they want more toys. This is now a learning opportunity, where you then teach them, or have a conversation with them about, well, I nearly cried a minute ago, about what love is in a healthy manner. Shit, excuse my language. Yeah, what love is in a healthy manner. This means this, like, wow. I don't think you know how much this stuff means to me, man. Oh my God, I'm gonna try it out and let it out, and it is what it is. But yeah, you're gonna now teach these children what love is in a healthy manner, and learn it yourself, because some of us adults have been loved in ways that weren't beneficial to who you're trying to be, and then we have to then teach these children that love is this, and then let them interpret their own versions of it. We're not to write down and say this is what love is and have them live up to it. It's just show them what love is in a healthy manner. So when they're saying, "Mummy or Daddy, love me like this," you're like, okay, but I can love you, but just because I love you, I can't buy you Lego. But we can do the next best thing and do this and do that. Wow. Yeah. Sis. Wow. Yeah. Oh my God. But yeah. And that's how you also teach your children what love is and what love looks like. Because I know a lot of us tend to stress on showing our children or showing ourselves a healthy version of love, and then we're struggling to find it in ourselves, let alone in someone else. Then we're like, oh, how are our children going to perceive it? And I've learned just from that one question, man. Literally, just asking, literally. And this is when you simplify it. You simplify the process of the most difficult thing that people comprehend, love. Ask your child, ask your friend, ask yourself, how do you want to be loved? And that goes onto the back of meeting people where they're at. And literally, like, being able to meet someone where they're at, and your narrative of any idea of what you think they want gets eradicated, because they're now where they're at. And it's like, you're gonna realize how simple life becomes. I didn't know it was gonna get here. Yo, I'd like trigger worded in it, like, I'm just me in it, like, just literally, I'm always thinking, I'm always overthinking is what keeps me going. For me, overthinking is what gives me the answers I'm looking for, because sometimes there isn't an answer, and I get that from overthinking. So don't let anyone ever feel like you think too much, because thinking gets the job done. Yeah, and I've learned that from children. Children are avid thinkers. So I've just had to become more childlike, and let go of the perceptions of people saying that, oh, you think too much, and taking the word too much out of my vocabulary, because I don't know what too much is anymore. I do the most and I do more. Like, try me, pull up, like, psh, yo, fam, Mr. Greer, Mr. E, fam, what's good? But yeah, that's another way to teach children what love is, or show them. But then you also realise, when you're teaching children what love is, you're teaching yourself. It's the same way when you're teaching your partner what love is, you're teaching yourself. Because it's like, it's quite simple. Like, your child's baby's crying, newborn, you pick up baby stops crying. To that baby, that's what love is, without them even realising it. You're answering their emotion, you're answering their need. And then when I said a few moments ago, I'm definitely saving this video, guys. When I said a few moments ago about addressing every emotion individually, that's what you're doing. Baby's crying, you pick up baby, you cuddle them, you might sing a song, they might have a certain way they want to be held, then that kind of soothes them. You've answered their need, they now feel safe. You've reassured that safe space that was already there. And this is why I'm so big on always talking about safe spaces and stuff of that nature, because if one doesn't feel safe, you're not going to get nothing out of them. It's why a lot of children in secondary school express certain behaviours, because when they don't feel safe. Like, it's like, okay, Rand will tell you, I DJ, I rave. When I'm in a dance and I feel safe, you'll see me doing my thing. All over the gaff, skanking, dancing, boom, boom, boom. When you're not feeling too comfortable in the dance, you're going to sit in the corner, you're not going to do too much in it. But you know, when you find your stride and you feel safe, there's not even a drink in your system yet. You're just steady, you're ready, you're good. Children need to feel that same vibe with us as well. I can't even start dancing now. Like, children need to feel that same vibe with us as well. But it's also becoming confident in yourself and who you are. Because the more confident in who you are, the more confident you are in who you are, the more you can give others, children included. And you realise your children don't want much from your children don't want much from you, apart from yes, Rob. Whoa, that's deep. Can I pin that? How do you pin? Okay, I've become on the Instagram live when you're pinning stuff now. Yeah, we're in there. Like, you realise, like, anyone that's married or anyone that's got children or that's a teacher, been educated for a while, or just has a different concept of life, love isn't complicated. And I know let me back it up. Sorry, like, children don't want that much from you apart from to be loved, because love is attention, love is presence, love is all of that good stuff. And anyone that's let go of the concept of wanting too much will realise that's just enough. That's what keeps the cup flowing. And if I talk about cups flowing, overflowing, we need to try our best to fill up our own cup so we can fill up our children's cups constantly, and eradicate the concept of working on an empty cup. Because when you're working on an empty cup, you're working on survival. When you're working on survival, I realise that's when you can then poison your child's seed, give them all the quote unquote what you call love, but you're now more coming from a place of stress. So, like, there's no love in you giving me what you're not giving yourself, personally. There's a question. What advice would you give a parent who's still learning how to love? Or just anyone in general, parent or not, is slowly but surely find out what you love about yourself and let yourself see that all the time. Because the minute you can accept your own love, you can accept other people's love. Because a lot of us out here accepting people's love but aren't doing it ourselves. So it's like we're being loved but not really loving ourselves. So, and I'm an avid believer that I can't love you if you don't love yourself. It's not going to land well. You're going to feel comfortable and feel calm, but it's there when it should be there. And what's missing is going to cause the damage and the stress and the heartache and the headache and that. And I'm going to become collateral damage because you're not there yet. So I'm going to end up getting hurt in the process. So also being patient with themselves, being okay with who they are, and understanding anyone before them that didn't love said person, didn't love them avidly the way they wanted to be loved, was just a part of the journey. Literally, it was just a chapter. It was just a part of the process of what got them to who they are now. And little things like doing the bare minimal. Like, you know, those little things that make you like that. You know, those little things that really fill up your cup. Those little things you do that, like, really get you going, that put a smile on your face. Hey, Marina. Hey, Izzy. Those little things that really fill up your cup, do more of them. And the more and more you do that bits, is the more and more you're going to feel like you're loving yourself. And the more you love yourself, the more you can accept it. And the more secure you become in your skin and becoming okay with who you are, becoming okay with how you feel, becoming okay with what you look like, the more acceptant you can become of others, then think about it. If you're a parent or educator, you're going to now be able to advocate and curate from a place of where you're secure and confident in yourself and not project on these kids. Because it's not healthy if you're not working towards that, but you're giving the children the energy like you are. Because I kind of believe it becomes more damaging, and you're now working on empty. You're now working out survival, not out of love. And children need to be in safe spaces, and that's what damages said safe space. Yeah. Did that answer your question, bits? Wow, 12 people. Hey, that's a maximum for me. We're lit. Yeah, that's how I would advise anybody that feels like they don't know how to be loved. Just learn to love yourself by what I've just said. Just literally letting go of any concept of what anyone's ever put onto you. Forgetting what people have told you, and just relearning what you like about yourself, man. You like the way your cheeks glisten in the light. You like the way you smile. You like the way your hair looks when you wash it. Like, wear it out wet. That simple. Like, you like how you look in yellow, wear more yellow. I love how I look in pink, so I wear pink all the time. I wear pink for me, not for no one else. I like wearing black, so I wear black. I like khaki, I buy more khaki. Like, those little things, even your favourite food, buy it, cook it, get more of it. Like, and you realise those little things is what adds to you. Then those little things is what makes you realise that, wow, like, I actually love that about myself. And then it backs onto you and how you engage and process stuff with the children, because you're going to show the children more of what they love about you. And on the back of that, you can find out what you love about them, and then have conversations with children about what they love about themselves. And I think we need to start having these conversations about love and about how we perceive ourselves from early, from as soon as children can start listening. So when they're older and they're one, they're like, "Oh, mummy, I love the way that I jump and I don't hurt myself because I'm staying safe. Or I love the way that I cry because I'm sad." Like, it can be something that simple, but that concept can actually change their life long term. Because a lot of us adults are having to relearn now, 25, 27 plus, as parents, as non-parents, having to learn how to re-love who we are and still date people. And it's like, you wonder why things don't go right, because Una doesn't really love themselves. And it's even worse because we want to be loved. So, like, you're going to crave that love even more so and want it even more so and go outside and get it. And it's never going to work. And then you're going to come back and project on yourself and project on them. Then even if you're a parent, you might end up projecting on your kids. So it becomes an unhealthy cycle that can be made unhealthy once you just let go of the concept of not liking yourself. It's actually can be simplified without having to unpack too much. You just let go. Just literally let go. Literally let it go. Like, big up Frozen and that. Yeah. Any more questions? Any more questions? Are you all still here? Everyone's gone quiet on me. Everyone's gone quiet on me. Hey people, pull up. Pull up. I'll be saving this and putting this on YouTube as well, and on the IGTV live as well. No edits. Straight raw. Straight raw. And every Wednesday as well, 7:45, 8:30, we'll be here. But I'm not finished now. I say 20 more minutes. Any more questions, people? Lovely people. Yeah. But before any questions come, I hope you're kind of seeing why I use love overall, because the concept of it is the driver. Like, if you look at parents, the love they have for their children is unconditional, regardless of anything. They could be on empty, have no money, but they still love. But imagine how this parent would love their child on a full tank of love. Imagine you, as someone with no kids, how you would love yourself on a full tank of love. And you're living and not surviving. Yo. Living your best life. That's the that just gave me a feeling, like, trying to keep my cup full and that, and understanding when your cup isn't full, it's okay. The other side of it, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not feel like you want to be loved. But we know that isn't the end result for you. That isn't where you're gonna end up, and like, that isn't what's the word? That isn't your end result. There's more to it, but that's part of the process. It gets there. Like, and as well, believing that everyone deserves to be loved from who they are, because love is loving. Like, we love our children regardless, whether your child's got SEN issues, tall, small, short hair, no hair, you love them. Us as adults deserve the same kind of love. Meeting you where you're at. Literally, let's derive that's where the concept that people need to have stuff to be loved. Because you look at some of these homeless people, they're in love, boy, and I think they've gone past survival. They're just Christian. They're good. They're doing better than me and you when it comes to romance and them things there. Yo, no bills, no stresses. They got their partner, they're steady. But it's just bits. The answer as well is knowing that you deserve to be loved with who you are. Because as much as we've got to work on ourselves constantly, I still deserve a wicked, steady kind of love, regardless of where I'm at in life. We all deserve that, so we need to not make ourselves feel like we can't. A lot of people are like, I'm not going to date, I'm not going to be with anyone because I'm not there yet. You're never going to be there yet, you know, because you're always going to want to be somewhere. You're going to get there and want to be somewhere else. So what are you going to do? Chase that concept forever? Then what? Because I know, and the thing is, you're never going to teach children that. We're not going to turn around and tell our daughters or our sons or our godchildren that ever. So why are we telling ourselves that? Think about it. I'm giving myself some gems now. Yo, black clock. Any questions, people? Because everyone's gone quiet and I'm just listening to myself now. My mouth's dried, I need some water. Yo, any questions? Dun, 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 dun. Nope. Come on, guys. 8 of you in the room. Yeah, if you just kind of entered, the question was around how can you kind of teach or help someone be loved that hasn't been loved before. Like, what advice would you give a parent who's still learning how to love? When, yeah, I kind of just broke it down, but I use all of us because love's in us. Like, love doesn't leave us. Even in our darkest hours, we still have it, and that's the beauty of it. Like, as much as I can, you can't love someone to healthy. You can't love someone to be okay, innit? They're gonna make themselves become okay. You can aid to it, but you're barely a catalyst. The catalyst is in you. The power is always gonna be in your hands. So yeah. Yeah, and yeah, definitely do you. Rob, any questions? Because I know you know the vibes. I know you know the vibes, Rob. Mr. Rob Fox, Cambridge Manny. I'm going to say 10 more minutes. Okay, hey, we've got a question in the question box. How can we reach self-actualization if we don't love ourselves? Can someone give me a definition of self-actualization, please? Quick, fast. I'm not going to sit and pretend like I know what it means. What is a definition of actualization? Quick, fast, please, so I can answer that question. Before I go and Google and just rattle my brain. Please. No? Google, please. There's 5 people in there. Someone pull up. Okay, Google. What does actualization mean?
Accusation is used as a noun to mean
Didn't work.
a charge or claim that someone has done something illegal or wrong, as in accusations of bribery. Do you want to hear a few synonyms for accusation?
Okay, Google, start.
Okay, indeed. How can I help?
Don't you just hate that sometimes? Yo. What is it? Making real or giving the appearance of reality. Okay, let me go back to the question. Rob, give me an example, please, because I don't know how to word my answer because I don't know what that word means properly. I'm rattled right now. So, giving the appearance that you are something you're not. So pretending like you're loving yourself, but you're not. But you're not loving yourself. It's letting go, because I realise most of our lack of self-confidence, self-love, all that stuff stems from what we think people think of us. And then what we think people think of us, we then think of ourselves. And we have to really, as we say back home, stopwatch face. Like, stop, caring what people think. Stop caring what people think you should or shouldn't be doing, or should or shouldn't be like, or not be like, etc. And if I have to look at it, how we raise our children, or how we not raise, how we support our children in becoming who they are. The answers are in there, bro. You see the way we do childcare and the way we navigate for children and the way we scaffold learning. There's so much learning we can learn from that, way more than we think. So, if you look how, everyone here that's got a child, 4 people. You take your child Asda and you say to them, have any trainers you want. They're going to pick up the baddest pair of Paw Patrol or My Little Pony trainers, and they're going to feel lit. They're going to feel amazing. That's what I need to be like. I want to get there. I want to be like that. I want to be able to find something I like in anything and feel lit. Or you go home and you give them a box with foam and cotton wool and you see them just jump on the ceiling. Like, that's it. That's how you can learn that from the children. That's the best answer I can give you. Yeah, but people, I'm going to give you 5 more minutes and I'm going to go because I'm hungry. Any other questions before I go, people? Thank you for the love as well. Thank you for the love. See, the awkward thing about Instagram Lives is when you go silent and like it's just you and no one's typing. Any questions, guys? Any more questions? Your vibe is the soul's movement. But yeah, we will be here every Wednesday now between 7:45 and 8:30. Unless I have a Zoom, then we'll be backtracking on time. But we will be here every Wednesday having these talks. We might even have on special guests. Yeah, because I realise there's a lot I need to learn. Because I learn from when I'm talking, and I learn from your questions. I learn a lot about myself from expressing myself. I think I learn a lot about myself, even more so from just letting stuff out and letting go. Because I'm always trying to relearn and rechange and retune my mindset and rewire it. So yeah, I'm always trying to kind of question my mindset and question my thoughts and etc. My next international travel is Tottenham. I ain't going nowhere for now, B. I'm in the ends. I'm dep on the ends right now, dog. Dep on the ends working still. We ain't going away for now. Yeah, would like to, but childcare is childcare, innit? Antigua, local, I don't really mind personally. Just going where the love is, man. Going where the love is. So yeah, I need 2 more questions before I sign out and do road, or do kitchen, should I say? Boom, 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 boom. No? Oh, and as well, quick plug, because we need to. Happy bottles. I haven't got my happy bottle, but in my link in my bio, black-owned thermostat bottles, different colours, child-friendly, adult-friendly. I've got a 20% code in there. It's in the link tree. In the link tree link, happy bottles, HAPI bottle. Also, shea butter cottage for your shea butter, straight from GH as well. For all that beard cream, oils, edges, skin, black soap. Yeah, shout out shea butter cottage every time. Every time. Yeah. I said like 2 minutes left, guys, because no one's coming with any questions. Rob, the floor is yours. Any questions, bro? Any questions? Yeah, so with these Instagram lives, I'm going to more show and give you guys an insight into my mindset and my perceptions of love and life and work. Not even work, love and life and children, autonomy of children, or what I've learned from children about love and life, because my concept of love is what I've learned from children way before I learnt it. Yeah, I probably learnt it romantically first, but then being with children from the age of 19 work-wise, I've realised how they perceive love, and it's made me perceive love the same way. Quite simplistic. Yeah, a collab can happen still. We'll talk, bro. We will talk. we will talk. We will talk. But yeah. Oh, there's 7 people. Okay, who just landed? Because I'm about to go, but more people are coming in. Guys, I'm gone because I'll be here all night. Because I love to chat. Peace, love, light, love. And what we are going to do this week, tomorrow, ask your children how they want to be loved. Say, how should I love you? How should mommy? How should daddy? How should I love you? Ask your partners how they want to be loved. Not how they want you to love them, how they want to be loved, what their perception of it, what makes them feel that they're loved. And that is how you meet people where they're at. On that note, I'm gone. Mwah. Love you all. Peace.